So we talked a little bit a couple days ago or last week sometime about marketing versus prospecting and how to utilize your social media to kind of passively market for your business. So today I wanted to talk the flip side. I wanted to talk about prospecting. And hello, Erica. Hello, Bonnie. Hey, Allison. So today I wanted to talk the flip side about how to prospect in versus marketing. So marketing, we talked about, you kind of just sit back, you post a couple things. It might be more passive, like you have your nails in a picture and you're like, oh, I was running today, and you have your nails and your shoes and whatever. So prospecting is going to be different. So prospecting is actually going out and looking for something specific. So let me actually tell you the real definition. So yeah, it's a verb. So the definition is to look or to search for. So in a lot of cases, prospecting, they talk about in means of looking for mineral deposits or gold, or that's kind of how we think of prospecting. But prospecting can be used in our business, and it should be used in our business. Hey, Kyrie. So prospecting is the act of going to look for something. Well, when in regards to recruiting, we're looking for leads. We're looking for potential team members, and we're looking for people who want to come take a look at our opportunity. So how do we do that? Well, I don't know. That's like the $1 million question, right? So you can prospect through your friends and family. You can prospect through buy-sell trade groups. You can prospect on LinkedIn. You can prospect on Facebook, through different, through your business pages, through different ads. You can prospect on Instagram. You can even prospect on Pinterest. So remember, it is a verb. It's an act of doing something. So prospecting would not be posting a image on Instagram and being like, I'm looking for 3 boss babes to join my team. That would be marketing. But prospecting might be contacting every single person on Instagram that likes your picture or that comments on that picture. So a lot of times we post things and we put things out there, especially in our VIP groups and especially on our personal page. We'll post stuff about Jamberry. And then people comment and people like, and we're like, oh my gosh, yay, we're getting so many likes. But that doesn't do anything for our business, right? So especially if you're posting something about the opportunity or about, good things that are happening in your Jamberry business, you want to reach out to those people. This was a long time ago, but there was 2 people that I recruited and added to my team when I first got started. So when you first get started, I feel like you're really, really excited and you want to shout to the rooftops everything about Jamberry. So I had posted, I think, one day about finding something that I really loved, and I bought Chipotle or I bought Starbucks or something, and someone had liked it. So I'm like, oh, okay, Christy liked my post. That's awesome. Kept that in the back of my mind. Then I had done another post, and I'm like, oh man, Christy liked this post too. So finally I reached out to her and I was like, hey, I keep seeing you like all of my posts. Are you thinking about doing Jamberry? Have you ever thought of doing something like this? And she's like, actually I've been thinking about it. So though she didn't jump in the boat and comment and say, I want to join your team, she was consciously thinking about this opportunity by liking my post. So similar things happen on Instagram. A lot of us are drawn in by the pictures, and sometimes we read the words and sometimes we don't. But there's something about the picture, or there's something about the way that you marketed something that they're going to like it. Whether they want their life to be like that, whether they want more of whatever you're posting about. Sometimes they just like the picture. Sometimes I just genuinely like things for the picture. But it really just depends, and you never know until you reach out or you go prospecting. So a good method. So if you have, let's say you've been posting things about Jamboree on your Facebook page, I would go back to all of those posts and see who's liked and commented on those posts and just reach out to them. I would also, if you've posted anything in your VIP group about the opportunity ever, or when you post good things like, oh my gosh, look what I just bought with my bonus, or look what I just bought with my Jamboree money, go to those posts on your VIP page and see who liked them. You know, you could reach out and say, hey, I noticed a couple weeks ago, I totally been meaning to get back to you, but I noticed a couple weeks ago that you liked one of my, this picture in the VIP group, or you liked the information I posted about my team having an opportunity event. Are you thinking about doing Jamboree? Is this something that, piques your interest? And if they say no, be like, oh, okay, great. Well, thanks for the love on my picture. I mean, it's a simple transition. If they say yes, be like, great, I thought so. And I've been meaning to reach out. So, invite them to the opportunity event, or ask them what questions they might have, or you can ask them what piqued their interest, or what was it about the picture or the post that really got them thinking about this opportunity. Same thing on Instagram. You could go back to, let me pull up my Instagram. You could go back to, like I did a post specifically about the opportunity, and I also did a post like that I was coming to Denver. So like this one, I did reach out to people, but this one, was a picture of me in the airport. So I have my Manny on, I'm in the airport, and I say, I'm in Denver tonight for an opportunity event. There's still time. If you live here, message me. I would love for you to join me and find out more. It allowed me to find myself, quit my job I hated, and never commute again. Provides for my family and allows for me to be an adventure collector and a freedom junkie. You only have one life, so start saying hell no to the things you hate. Well, I had 2 people that commented, and they had commented after the event, but that's okay. I still reached out to them. One person said, oh man, I wish I would have known earlier. So that gave me the opportunity, if that's not a buying signal, I don't know what is. So I reached out to her on Instagram. Do you guys, I don't know if you know how to message on Instagram, but you can go click on the person's profile, and then there's 3 little dots in the top corner that you can click on, and you can click send message, and you can message them, similar to Facebook Messenger, and it kind of pops up as a notification for them. But I just simply wrote back and said something. See what I said. I said, hey, I just saw your comment. It was super great. I just asked, have you tried Jamboree, or are you a consultant? Because sometimes, I don't know, sometimes consultants post on things and I'm like, oh man, this girl sounds so interested, and I'm like, oh, that's because she already does Jamboree. I said, it would have been totally fun for you to come, and I just left it at that. Simple question. And she wrote back and said, I would have loved to join. Again, I'm like, okay, keep her talking and keep asking her questions. So I found her. I asked if I could find her on Facebook and add her to my VIP group. I invited her to our next opportunity event, and just simply asked her, I'm not sure if I see you do photography, but I'm not sure if you look for ways of earning extra income, but I'd love to invite you to our opportunity event. She was like, yeah, I'd love to check it out. I mean, I just had a conversation with her, So same things that you can do. Let me go way back and find some. So when you see someone like your page, a lot of people on Instagram do this, is they'll message people and they'll say thanks for the like. You could do that on your business page too. It's a little bit harder because Facebook messages don't always go to the person, they go to their junk mail. But you can just say, I usually just try to open up the conversation with, hey, thanks for the like on this page. I love your profile. It's so light and bright. I would love to collaborate someday, especially with bloggers. If you're interested, let's chat. I don't know if you've tried Jamboree, but I'd love to send you some to feature on your blog or for a future giveaway. Either way, look forward to speaking with you soon. I mean, you want to, by prospecting, it's not like I'm going to, reach out to someone and be like, hey, join my team today. And they're going to be like, okay. No, maybe that might happen like 1 in a million or 1 in 1,000. But you really are just trying to create a relationship. So how do you do that? Through questions, through being curious yourself. There's some people's profiles where I cannot, and this goes with Instagram or with Facebook too, and Pinterest. There's some that you cannot tell what the people do for a living. You can tell what they're passionate about, right? They might post about fitness, or they might post about health and wellness. They'll probably post about their kids or their dogs, and find a commonality and start the relationship there. Do not be super spammy. Okay? Prefacing that. Do not be super spammy. But prospecting is really going out there and looking for something intentionally. So when I do a lot of buy-sell trade posts, let's say to book parties, my intention is more to get a recruiting or a team building lead than it is necessarily to get a party. So the parties sound more fun, than initially giving people information about Jamberry. People are worried you're going to vomit on them. We've talked about vomiting on people before, and it's not fun, whether it's in real life or through a message. But you want to make sure that you are just intentionally going into a scenario, really thinking about the outcome. So not, I want to recruit one person from these conversations, but that I want to make 5 really good connections, and I want to move 2 people to the next step, which would be that third-party tool. So, I'm going to have 5 great conversations, and from that, I'm going to send out, 2 opportunity packets, especially if you're trying to book parties. So if you're booking parties from a buy-sell trade group, or from like the coldest leads ever, even from vendor event leads, ask them, hey, I don't know if you've ever thought about this, but do you look for ways of earning extra income? Because I would love to send you information with your hostess packet, or I would love to send you information with your sample. You're already sending them something. Ask if it's okay if you drop in some information about the opportunity. Worst case, they don't look at it, it goes in the garbage. Best case, you can follow up because they said it was okay to send that information. And now you have a recourse to say, okay, did you look at the information? And they'll probably give you some excuse if they just threw it away. But they might be like, I did, and I have some questions. And you'll be like, so prospecting is huge. And you want to use marketing and prospecting together to really build your pipeline and your funnel for your recruiting leads. So prospecting a lot of times too can be just planting seeds, but it's going to be more or less of the ask, whereas marketing is going to be more of the planting the seeds. So if you guys have any specific questions, let me know. I used to do a lot of prospecting on LinkedIn, but it changed. And I haven't really been able to figure out the changes. Or at least I just haven't wanted to put the time in to figure out the changes recently. But you can use LinkedIn, especially if you're looking for, depends on who you're looking for, right? If you're looking for more of a product user, or maybe you want to find someone like you who enjoys this opportunity but really looks at it from the perspective of it's a fun thing for you to make extra money, great. You can find those people anywhere. If you're looking for a business professional who really might want to do the business side of things and really wants to get the most from life, like income and financially, LinkedIn is a great place because those are all business professionals for the most part, who, are looking to grow their own network or looking to grow the business they're currently in. But LinkedIn is a great place to prospect, but also the great place to find referrals. So though the person that you are prospecting, if you're like, oh great, this person lives in Phoenix and they speak Spanish, I'm looking for Spanish speaking professionals. Well, they probably are going to know other Spanish speaking professionals. So I usually come at it from hey, can you help me? I'm looking for other Spanish speaking professionals, and I see that you're bilingual. I don't know, I'm sure you have a great network. You can kind of see how many people are in their network just from LinkedIn, but I'm not sure if you know anyone that's interested in an opportunity. You kind of leave it vague, but it helps open that door. And a lot of times they'll say, I don't know anyone, and I say, okay, great. you know. But at least now, if I want to reach back out to them at a later date to see if they want to try the product, or maybe they're interested themselves, the door is open. And I usually always end it too when I'm prospecting with, okay, well, if there's anyone that you can think of, let me know. You know, I would be more than happy to help them, and you know, you could give someone a life-changing opportunity. But referrals are just as good as finding someone who's interested. Because a referral means if someone's giving you a referral, they like, know, and trust you, which is amazing. And you now have a little bit warmer of a lead. You're going in with a, hey, Jane actually mentioned that you might be interested in this opportunity, blah, 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 blah. I'm not sure if you are, but I'd love to invite you to a sneak peek where you can get more information. How's that sound? So, prospecting. Prospecting's amazing, and it can really, really, really be beneficial for your team building efforts. Also, you know, prospect through your personal Facebook page, your friends and family. You just want to do it in a way that doesn't come off super spammy, like, hey, you need to join my team, like today. And please don't do this. Oh my gosh, there's only a week left, and I really need to hit this goal. I would really love if you joined my team. Barf. Nobody wants to join your team if you tell them that you're trying to meet a goal and you only have this amount of time left. Super spammy. But if you come to me and you say, hey, I have this really great opportunity I think you'd be amazing at. I don't know if you've ever thought of doing anything other than what you're currently doing, but I would love to invite you to an event where you can check out more and see if it would be a good fit for you. I'd be like, skeptical at first, like, well, what's the opportunity? And then I'd be like, if you're my friend, I'd be like, okay, fine, yeah, I'll check it out. Like Jenna invited me to an opportunity call before I even knew I was interested. But I think part of me knew I was interested because I went to the call, but I kind of went to the call because I wanted a free half sheet of jams, and my name didn't get called. But I sat on the call the whole entire time because I wanted that half sheet of jams. But looking back, it was a really good method because it got Jamboree in front of me, and I was hearing all the excitement and all these people, you know, jumping on the boat, essentially. And I'm like, why am I not jumping on the boat? Like, all of these people are joining. Like, what makes them different than me? And being competitive, I'm like, I should be jumping on the boat. So keep those things in mind, too, as you are prospecting, is don't be afraid to invite them to a next step. Worst case, they say no, and you're like, okay, great. See you this weekend or whatever if they're a friend. So prospecting is huge, and you want to make sure that you have a really good mix of prospecting and marketing. So that's all I got. Talk to you guys later.